United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres is cutting more than $700 million in spending as part of plans to overhaul the organization. The move comes as the United States, which is the organization's largest sponsor, pulls back on its funding and logistical support. Under the proposal, the UN would face 20% reductions in spending and staff. It would result in the loss of about 3,000 jobs, and the UN's budget would drop to its lowest level since 2018. The plan is tied to the UN's 80th anniversary, not the Trump administration, and is expected to be released next month. But the size of the cuts reflects waning U.S. support. The U.S. typically funds 22% of the agency's budget. The White House has halted funding to the UN and withdrawn from several of its affiliates. It's part of President Trump's America First agenda. A larger review by his administration is expected to lead to further cuts to U.S. funding to the UN. A State Department spokesperson says the administration is not interested in being a part of organizations that pursue policies that hamper the United States. The federal government has already cut billions of dollars in foreign aid spending while wars in the Middle East and Ukraine continue, leading to greater need for humanitarian assistance globally. Academics argue the cuts to spending proposed by Guterres are in large part due to the Trump administration's withdrawal of support from the UN. However, even without pullback from the U.S., the agency was still under financial pressure. In January, Guterres warned the agency of a full-blown liquidity crisis unless reforms were made, and the agency was considering reforms before Trump took office. Guterres' proposal has also faced criticism from conservatives and those within the UN. Critics argue some affiliates are key to U.S. international security, like the UN's nuclear watchdog, while others are a detriment to American interest. UN staff in Geneva also voted in favor of a motion of no confidence in Guterres and his plan, with some dubbing it a slash and burn approach. Others say it's necessary to consider a restructuring plan over what they consider inevitable cuts. For more on this story, download the Straight Arrow News app today or visit san.com. For Straight Arrow News, I'm Kaylee Carey.